Alright, Charles. Today we are reacting to a video, and it's not Beta Squad this time because their video was over an hour long, and like I said, nobody wants to see me react to a video for over an hour. However, I saw a screenshot on Twitter of a Max Fosh thumbnail, right? And the title to the video, of which the thumbnail was, says, "I stole Mr. Beast's DNA to make cheese." And quite frankly, I feel like it would be remiss of me not to react to this. Cause now listen, I saw a bunch of people, listen, when they were all coming out, you can I'm going to put the screen up now. You can literally see a GoPro on Willani's chest, right? So many people did the GoPro thing. So many people did content from the match. So many of the players did content from the match. JJ had a GoPro and a mic on. Like, there was so much content. I knew there was just going to be a bunch of vlogs. However, I stole Mr. Beast's DNA to make cheese is wild no matter what it means. So, without any further ado, I don't know if that's the same. My mind's just blank. We're going to get into it. But first, before we get into that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And check me out over on Vision Driven Apparel as well. See if I can get it right. Let's do this. We will sing.
Football match. I did something that none of you noticed. Not that. Definitely not that.
By the way, I rate the Uno reverse to this day. A lot of people thinking, he thought it was good. He thought I was gonna bang, didn't he? He thought that was gonna be funny. Didn't it? Was. I laughed. I laughed. I was watching the match at work after a Saturday shift, and I saw the Uno reverse, and I laughed. It was funny. I'm not even gonna front with any of you.
But this, this is me.
That looks a bit too much like drugs for my liking. That looks a bit too much like he stuck a syringe in his sock. That looks a little bit too much like drugs for my liking. But
with a swab, and I'm about to try and steal some DNA in front of 64,000 people.
Look at all these people out here.
So I can make cheese.
Just because you've got good bacteria, it doesn't mean to say you're going to make nice cheese.
My targets would be Mr. Beast.
That was insane.
And KSI.
I can see John Cena.
But would they realise what I was doing and why I was doing it?
By the way, this has nothing to do with this video, right? But if Tommy Fury loses to a guy who taunted him by saying,
"I'm the one who can see John Cena. I know Victoria's Secret."
that is gonna be even worse than the fact that he said he can see John Cena and he knows Victoria's Secret. I hope everybody comprehends this. There is the only thing worse than him saying, "I can see John Cena. I know Victoria's Secret. I know what the dog doing," is if Tommy Fury actually loses to him. And we will be there. We will be there. No matter what.
Well, to answer that second question, let's rewind to 3 days before the match.
He knows I'm here. Now, although I might look at it, I'm not totally crazy. This has been done before. They got bacteria from hands and armpits of people, put it in milk, and then turn that milk into cheese. So this is...
You can eat at everybody's house. Oh, if you serve me human cheese, I promise you, we will go to war. We will not have it. We will not have it, oh.
Possible. This is doable. I'm playing in the Sidemen charity match in a couple of days' time. Mr. Beast and also KSI are going to be there. So I'm thinking I make cheeses out of both of them and I decide who makes the yummier cheese. But the big question here, why?
No, I can't make that joke.
Have the answer for you.
I'm
These are the two
I'm
creators
trying to
of the
be
biggest
wholesome. I'm not
brands
making
in
the
the
joke.
world. You've got Prime,
I guess so.
and you've got Feastables.
These nuts taste so good.
Those two brands are representations of Mr. Beast and KSI. They're YouTuber products, but they are not products of the YouTuber. There has never been a product made from the YouTuber until now, and I'm gonna make that with cheese. I'm gonna make cheese out of Mr. Beast and KSI, and so I think I'm gonna need swabs.
Luckily, you can get hold of anything online these days. So I went and bought some things I remembered from science class, some sterile swabs and Petri dishes, and made my way to the game.
Right, it's the morning of the big day. I'm playing in a football match today in front of 62,000 people, but also I have to try and steal Mr. Beast and KSI's DNA.
In order for this to work, I'd have to obtain a sample of each of the target's sweat at some point during the day. The more the sweat, the more bacteria, so I'd need them to be proper moist. Once I'd got their bacteria, I'd have to immediately transfer the swab to an agar-filled Petri dish, which would keep the samples alive long enough to hope.
Alright, I'm just gonna predict that he's gonna go for KSI's bandana, and how's he gonna get Mr. Beast? Maybe from a sock or something. I feel it might be something like a sock. It might generally be like something like a sock. I don't know, but he's definitely gonna go for KSI's bandana.
Hopefully be made into cheese.
I just need to find the opportunity to get the bacteria, which is going to be so hard.
As I joined the rest of the players downstairs, I was
This
hoping to
is
make first
nasty.
contact with my cheesy
You will
duo,
never see
but
me
rather
do-
worryingly, they didn't seem to be at the team hotel.
Without a brand.
Good to see you. How you doing? Yeah, good, thanks, mate.
And instead, I only seemed to be able to find people
Yes, if Manscaped sponsors me, I will do this. I don't know who my target would be, but if Manscaped puts enough zeros in that email, we will be there no matter what.
who, frankly, I had no interest in making cheese from whatsoever.
Thanks.
After a family bonding meal, I finally got onto the bus to the stadium and I spotted my first target.
Jimmy is putting out 260. Got the Q-tip here. I mean, I could go for it now, but I don't think I will.
There it is. Old Beastie Boy was a little too dry currently for me to wangle a Q-tip round his neck, but as neither KSI nor Mr. Beast were playing on my team, I was keen to make contact as soon as possible. Whilst I love a boisterous locker room full of lads as much as the next man, I had a mission to complete.
Gonna scope it out, say hello.
At this point, I was hoping just to say hello to Jimmy and JJ,
Here they are.
but they were nowhere to be seen.
I mean, has anyone told you that those shoes really suit you? God, they look great.
But then, minutes before the game was due to start, Ginny appeared.
What's it like out there?
It's the perfect time if you just want to run out there and film stuff. No one's out there.
Okay. Amazing. Got first contact with Jimmy. He knows who I am, he knows I'm here.
With first contact made, it was time to turn my attention to the match, and as it started, so did the waiting game. With both of my ingredient factories now in sight, I just had to find the right moment when they were nice and sweaty. So I tucked 2 sterile swabs in my sock and hit the pitch.
And they're off.
But I had a couple of other things to take care of first. The swabs are in my sock.
Free kick for the sidemen.
Oh, and one more thing. Despite my best efforts in carrying the YouTube All-Stars, we couldn't quite match the prowess of Sidemen FC. And with that, the game was over. And I'd been so distracted during the match, I now had mere moments to complete my mission.
What a moment. Game just ended.
So I grabbed my swabs, and I just went for it.
Oh, Jimmy, well played, mate. It was good. You did good. Yeah, thanks, man.
Swab number 1 complete. Now on to JJ. Swab number 2 in the bag.
Well played, mate.
I don't even need to be in goal. And they can't score.
My little escapade
Well, that was
even
easy.
got caught on the live stream
That was
and
easy.
no one
I
noticed.
could do this easily.
The
Manscaped, put the
samples
zeros in
gathered,
even.
the winning
I
trophy
don't know.
celebration.
I don't know why I'm shouting to Manscaped. I don't even have 1,000 subs yet. So get me to 1,000 subs so Manscaped will contact me. Except I need 10,000. Get me to 10,000 subs so Manscaped will contact me. I already used it. Okay. Well, no, I already used their products. Shout out to Manscaped. Listen. Shout out to Manscaped. Actually, it's no free promo. It's no free promo. But it's kind of free promo because maybe then they'll actually give me paid promo. So get me to 10,000 subs so Manscaped will sponsor me.
Was my perfect smokescreen. All I had to do was safely apply the bacteria from my swabs to the Petri dishes.
I think I was still watching that point. Fairs.
A few days later and safely back at HQ, it was time to check on the goods.
This is what the boys look like in bacteria form. Over here, we've got JJ.
That's what grows on your skin after playing 90 minutes of football. I think KSI's got some bad bacteria.
Make sure you shower, people. make sure you shower. And after you're done showering with soap, and you've washed your legs and your feet, and you've washed your face too. Actually, I should probably move closer to the mic. After you've washed yourself, including your legs, your feet, and your face with soap, then you are going to dry yourself, and then you are going to moisturize. I said, once you are done showering, washing your legs and your feet with soap, not forgetting your face, what you are going to do is you are going to dry yourself with a towel, and then you are going to moisturize your entire body, including your legs and your feet. I'm gonna have to stick bare compression on this mic to make that not be mad to your mad for you to hear. But listen, ASMR life advice: make sure to shower and wash your legs. And after you've washed your legs, make sure to moisturize. Moisturize. If you want to know the moisturizer that I use, it's called Astral, and it works really well. Look how moisturized my face looks. It looks really moisturized. Let me go get the Astral so I can show you my moisturizer. This is not sponsored, but I use Astral. This is the best moisturizer on the market. But make sure to get Astral and not Galaxy, which is a knockoff Astral, which I bought once by accident because it had a cheaper price and I didn't look at the label. Do you like this ASMR? Whoops. Rate my ASMR. So after you shower, that's what you're going to do to your entire body. Your entire body.
Look at Jimmy. I don't know whether that's gross or
Good
really
lord.
cool. Definitely gross. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's gross.
But now that I had some live and kicking bacteria, it was time to create the first ever real YouTuber product.
Let's go create some cheese, baby.
And to do that, I'd be heading to Fen Farm Dairy to meet up with Johnny, our helpful cheesemaker friend.
The most important thing is that those Petri dishes do not get opened, because then it genuinely becomes a biohazard. I don't want my car stinking of Mr. Beast, thank you very much.
Johnny, hello, nice to meet you. How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Johnny is the owner of this cheese factory, and he'd be helping me transform our sweaty swabs into actual cheese.
Cheese entrance. Authorised personnel only, and apparently today that's me.
Before we could start this process, he had to
Says
check
cheese
the
entrance.
quality of the bacteria.
This is KSI. This is Mr. Beast. What are your first thoughts by just looking at these bits of bacteria?
I would say Mr. Beast has not washed quite as well as KSI.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. If I speak, I am in big trouble. If I speak.
And then finally, we started the cheese making process.
First things first, so the bacteria of both Mr. Beast and KSI is mixed through the milk thoroughly. Have you got any sort of predictions what the flavour of KSI will be, or?
No idea.
I mean, KSI flavored
Beast.
prime was the mango flavor.
The
So
next step
mango milk.
is that we're going to send a sample from this milk tomorrow off to an accredited lab in the UK, which will test for bad bacteria.
So it's safe.
Absolutely, yeah.
So soon we will have cheese. A safe cheese.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, as excited as Johnny was to help me out, he'd be making this human cheese off-site, away from his normal produce, just in case there was a mix-up and someone got a nasty surprise at Tesco.
The milk comes through that pipe. It then goes through this pasteurizer. This is where we would normally add our cold. So that is what makes it turns it into lactic.
As I was being filled
He's
to
not
the
just
brim
how I
with
would do it.
cheese facts, Johnny then said something really interesting,
Just because I say they're good bacteria doesn't mean to say they won't taste disgusting.
which didn't bode well for the all-important taste test. But after helping myself to some freebies that I assumed were up for grabs, I'd only have to wait 2 weeks to see the results.
It's fungi, so
Haha.
I have a parcel, and I think I know what it is. The cheeses have arrived. Oh, stinks. The first YouTuber product made out of a
Bruv, this is
YouTuber.
nasty.
Now,
This is
that's
actually nasty.
wins.
Presenting the first of our YouTuber cheeses, made from a rare South Carolinian bacteria, cheese nuts. And being judged alongside it in the battle of the cheeses, a rather punchy number, Side Manchego. And deciding once and for all who would be the victor is legendary food
Manchego.
critic Matthew Fort.
I actually think this beef is perfectly flavoured for this particular dish.
In front of you, Mr. Fort, are 2 cheeses made with the bacteria from 2 human beings. Now, have you had...
I knew there was a trick here somewhere.
This one is called cheese nuts.
It's a sort of, looks like sort of mousse-like texture. Phew. I don't know whether that's the human or the milk.
This one is called Side Manchego.
If I compare the two, the texture of this cheese seems to be slightly different. This seems to be slightly creamier. That one seems to be more moussey.
And now on to the all-important taste test.
Quite soft. Bitterness at the back of the tongue.
But does it taste nice?
A cheese of character, I would call that. It's got a real tang to it. Very easy to eat. I think probably this is the one I would put on a biscuit.
Are they remarkably different in their flavour profiles?
Yeah, I think that they. This is a more sophisticated, it's a more integrated cheese. This is a bit sharper, a bit rawer, I would have said.
So, Matthew, you've had your cheese, you've had them with your biscuits. If you were to choose one of the 2 cheeses, which one would you choose?
It's a tricky one, but if I was really pushed to it, this chappie here,
Side Manchego.
Side Manchego.
So this old white man would
With
eat
KSI the
before he
victor
eats
in the
this.
first ever YouTuber Battle of the Cheeses, I thought it was time to come clean to him and lay my curds on the table.
Hello, mate.
Sick, twisted individual. What is going on? Has he done this?
Have you seen the clip when I did it as well?
So casual.
You had no idea. I've got it right here. This is your cheese. I gave it to a food critic to see which cheese he preferred. And you won. You beat Jimmy.
Oh wow, I tasted nicer. Maybe because I'm more healthy. What are you gonna do with the rest of it?
Mate, put it in the bin. I'm putting it straight in the bin. This is going nowhere.
Yeah, as you should.
Oh, you've done it again, bro.
Done it again. Well,
That cheese has to go,
JJ's a
bro.
fan.
The cheese has to go. Oh my days, that was nasty. Yeah. But as I said, if Manscaped puts enough zeros there, we will be there, no matter what. But we're gonna get up out of here. But like I said, make sure to like, make sure to comment. Please do comment and like, but make sure to like and comment, and most importantly, make sure to subscribe. I would love to get to 1,000 subs. And I promise you, I keep saying this, I promise you, better content is coming. Please, please trust me on that. Look, actually, no, I don't want to spoil nothing. Do I want to spoil something? Hang on. Let me see if I can. Give me a minute. Give me a second. I'm gonna spoil it. I'm gonna spoil it ever so slightly. A Tristan teaser. Oh my gosh, I opened something I shouldn't have opened. Yeah, here we go. A Tristan teaser. That. Okay? That's all you're getting. There's decent stuff coming. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Until the next one. Peace, love, and wings. Bye.